How to build an emergency fund on a low income in the UK. If I told you that almost half the adults in the UK couldn't cover an unexpected £300 bill without borrowing money, you'd probably think, yeah, that sounds about right. And if you're one of those people, this video might genuinely change your financial life. Because today I'm going to show you, step by step, how to build an emergency fund, even if you're on a tight income and it feels completely impossible right now. Stay with me. This is more doable than you think. So let's talk about why this actually matters. Because emergency fund sounds like one of those boring phrases that financial advisors throw around, doesn't it? Like something that applies to other people. People who earn more. People who don't have to check their bank balance before they tap their card at Tesco. But here's the reality. Life throws curveballs. Your boiler breaks down in January. Your car fails its MOT. Your hours get cut at work. The washing machine dies the week after payday. And when you don't have any savings to fall back on, what happens? You stick it on a credit card. You take out a high-interest loan. You borrow from family. Maybe you miss a bill payment, and now you've got late fees on top of everything else. It's a spiral. And it's a spiral that keeps millions of people in this country stuck. Not because they're bad with money, but because they never had a buffer. That little cushion that sits between you and total financial chaos. That's what an emergency fund is. It's not about being rich. It's about buying yourself breathing room. Now, the standard advice you'll hear is to save 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses. And look, that is a great long-term goal. But if you're earning minimum wage or living on universal credit, hearing just save 6 months' expenses is about as helpful as someone telling you to cheer up when you're having a rubbish day. So let's throw that advice out for now. We're going to start much, much smaller. And that's not a weakness, that's a strategy. Your first target is £1,000. That's it. 1,000 quid. That single amount of money will cover most of the common emergencies that knock people sideways: a car repair, an appliance replacement, an emergency trip somewhere. It won't cover everything, but it will cover most things. And more importantly, it changes how you feel. It changes how you sleep at night. There is genuine research that shows having even a small savings buffer reduces stress and anxiety significantly. But how do you actually get there when money's tight? Let's get into it. Step 1, and I know this isn't glamorous, you need to know exactly where your money is going right now. Not roughly. Not I think I spend about this much. Exactly. Go through your bank statements for the last month. Every single transaction. I want you to put things into categories. Rent or mortgage. Council tax. Energy bills. Food. Transport. Subscriptions. Takeaways. Everything. Now, I'm not here to judge anyone's spending. Buy your coffee if it makes your day better. But what most people find when they actually do this exercise is that there's money leaking out that they didn't even realize. That Netflix subscription you forgot about. The gym membership you haven't used since February. The insurance policy you could get cheaper somewhere else. Which brings me to step 2, cut the obvious stuff first. And I mean the genuinely painless cuts. Use a free comparison site to check your broadband, your mobile contract, your car insurance, your energy tariff. Switching broadband provider alone saves the average household about £100 to £150 a year. That's not nothing. That could be over 10 quid a month straight into your emergency fund without changing your lifestyle one bit. While you're at it, check if you're getting everything you're entitled to. Seriously, this is massive. Turn to Us and Entitled to both have free benefits calculators. Millions of pounds in benefits go unclaimed every single year in the UK. Things like pension credit, council tax reduction, free school meals, the warm home discount. If you're on a low income, there is a genuine chance you're missing out on money that is literally there for you. Go check. Today. I'll leave links in the description. Right, step 3. This is where we talk about where to actually put this money. And this is important because you need your emergency fund to be two things: easy to access and separate from your daily spending. If it's sitting in your current account, you will spend it. I promise you. It'll just blend in with everything else and vanish. Open a separate savings account. An easy access one. Lots of banks and building societies offer them with decent interest rates right now. As I'm recording this, you can find easy access accounts paying 4 to 5%. Check the best buy tables on MoneyExpert or look at accounts from Chase, Monzo, or your building society. If you're a basic rate taxpayer, you've got your personal savings allowance too. The first £1,000 in interest you earn each year is completely tax-free. So your emergency fund is going to be growing and you won't owe HMRC a penny on it. Now, some people ask, should I use a cash ISA for my emergency fund? And honestly, for most people on lower incomes, a regular easy access savings account will do the job just fine. The personal savings allowance already covers you. But if you want the belt and braces approach, a cash ISA works too. Just make sure it's easy access, not a fixed rate one where your money's locked away. The whole point of an emergency fund is that you can get to it quickly. Step 4. Automate it. This is probably the single most powerful thing you can do. Set up a standing order from your current account to your savings account, time to go out the day after you get paid. Treat it like a bill. It leaves before you even see it. And here's the thing, the amount does not matter as much as the habit. If you can only do £20 a month, do £20 a month. If you can do £50, brilliant. Even £10. Let me show you how this adds up. £25 a week, and yes, I know that's not easy for everyone, but let's use it as an example. That's £100 a month. In 10 months, you've got your £1,000 emergency fund. Done. If you can only manage £50 a month, you're there in 20 months. Under 2 years. And if it's £25 a month? You hit £1,000 in just over 3 years. That might sound like a long time, but 3 years from now, would you rather have £1,000 saved or nothing? The point is to start. Not to start perfectly. Just to start. Step 5. Find extra money in the cracks. And I don't mean get a second job, although if that's an option and you want to, great. I mean the small stuff that adds up. Sell things you don't use on Facebook Marketplace or eBay. Do a car boot sale. If you've got old phones sitting in drawers, and be honest, most of us do, there are recycling sites that'll pay you for them. Check your cupboards before you do a food shop. Plan your meals for the week. It sounds basic, but meal planning genuinely saves the average family £30 to £50 a month. That's money that can go straight into your fund. If you're on universal credit, you can ask your work coach about the Help to Save scheme. This is a government-backed savings account specifically for people on working tax credits or universal credit. You can save between £1 and £50 a month, and after 2 years, the government gives you a 50% bonus on your savings. 50%. So if you save the maximum of £50 a month for 2 years, that's £1,200 saved, and the government hands you £600 on top. That is free money. And barely anyone uses it. If you're eligible, sign up immediately. I cannot stress this enough. Now, let's talk about the mental side of this, because nobody ever does, and it matters. When you're on a low income, saving money can feel pointless. You might think, what's the point of saving £20 when my rent is £800? I get it. I genuinely do. But building an emergency fund isn't about the maths in the early days. It's about building the identity of someone who saves. It's about proving to yourself that you can do this. Every single pound you put away is evidence that you're taking control. And here's a little trick that helps: give your savings account a name. Most banking apps let you do this now. Don't call it savings. Call it My Safety Net or Peace of Mind Fund or Don't Touch This, whatever works for you. It sounds silly, but research shows that people are far less likely to dip into savings when the account has an emotional label. It makes it feel real. It makes it feel important. Step 6. Protect what you've built. Your emergency fund is for emergencies. Not for a holiday. Not for Christmas presents. Not for a sale at ASOS. Emergencies. If you do have to use it, and that's fine, that's literally what it's for, make rebuilding it your top priority afterwards. And one more thing. While you're building this fund, try your absolute best not to take on new debt. If you're already carrying debt, especially high-interest debt, it's worth balancing your emergency saving with paying that down. The general rule of thumb is to get a small starter emergency fund, say £500, and then attack the expensive debt, then come back and build the fund up to £1,000 and beyond. But everyone's situation is different, and if you're struggling with debt, Step Change and National Debtline offer free, confidential advice. No judgment. They're brilliant. So let's recap, because we've covered a lot. 1. Track every penny for a month. 2. Cut the painless stuff and switch providers. 3. Open a separate easy access savings account. 4. Automate a regular transfer, even if it's tiny. 5. Find extra money through selling stuff, meal planning, and checking your benefit entitlements. 6. Protect that fund and only use it for real emergencies. And if you're on universal credit, look into help to save right now. £1,000 might not sound life-changing. But when your boiler breaks and you can just pay for it. When your car needs a repair and you don't have to panic. That is life-changing. That is the difference between a bad week and a financial crisis. You can do this. It doesn't matter how small you start. What matters is that you start. If this video helped you or gave you even one idea you hadn't thought of before, hit that subscribe button. I make videos like this every single week to help you get better with your money, no jargon, no nonsense, just real stuff that works. Drop me a comment below and tell me, what's your emergency fund target? And if you've already started saving, I want to hear about it. Let's build each other up in the comments. Right, I'll see you in the next one. Go open that savings account.